flat disc. They're just not real cosmetically pleasing, but real aerodynamic. So they're popular on the lakes and stuff for speed. But in the meantime, we've accumulated some other cars and stuff here. We've built some promotional. This dragster is there's several versions of it now. The original one is in the Don Garlish Museum in Florida. This one was rebuilt in '87 when they took that one over to the Don Garlish Museum. We built another one here. This is a working car. Shiggy, the owner of the company, he has a license, a pro comp license to drag race, and we'll run it on exhibitions. But anymore, it's pretty much very few tracks down there. It's actually got a couple spills in it. You'll see when we go into the shop, there's a chassis hanging up there that was crashed in the exhibition run in Belgium. It's actually put it out of Spain, some other country, now in the world. The roadster sitting in here, that belongs to Dean Moon. Now Dean Moon Jr.'s car. Dean Moon Jr. still kind of works here, but like I said, it's not. He works for the company, not by him. He doesn't do it anymore. When I'm done showing you guys around, you guys are welcome to go into there. There's lots of little pieces, and if you're into car stuff, the museum like items in there. You guys are welcome to go in there. And then a lot of history to this place. The very last garage was when the first cover was put together. Chevy brought it over here. Shelby got to build like 4 of those before. They only got one done. So they repainted it about 3 times to make it look like they had, but you'll never see more than one in the same magazine. Yeah, they did quite a few times. The Cobra. Yeah, you Cobra guy. Well, you kind of know that history. It's later on.
You sold for like 12 million.
Yeah, I saw that car was up in Shelby in Vegas about 4 years ago. I don't know if it still is.
No, they just sold it. I saw it 2 years ago right before they sold it.
But there was a lot of butting heads. A lot of people came. I mean, Dean Moon used to host. He was a big drinker. They played poker here a lot. You hear stories, crazy stories. Parnelli Jones and these guys all hung out here. But later he didn't have such a good relationship with Carroll Shelby, so a lot of the Moon part of the history Shelby kind of wrote out of the books and stuff. And I think they butted heads. I think, you know, Dean wanted to build that with a Chevy power like his Devon, because Dean built a Devon with a Chevy power that he ran at Bonneville and drag raced in England and stuff like that. So I don't know the whole. Everybody has a little bit different version of how that went.
As the years go on.
Yeah.
Can we get a picture of everybody in the front here before everybody steals out?
Sure. Well, we can do a picture in front of the sign usually too before you guys all go. So, but yeah, that's up to you guys as far as pictures and stuff. Now we'll squeeze into here. We're probably gonna have to just
Do grips?
once you get into here. No, I'm just gonna kind of let you go in there, but I'll explain what you're gonna see out there. This is it's an old machine shop. It's dirty. It's not. There's no CNC machines, no computers out there. It's just lace. We're doing inventory right now, so no one's working. So you guys kind of came on a bad day to see them doing anything, but we do the aluminum spinning out here. You're going to see the blue car in here is our car we race at Bonneville. Now, Chico is the president here, and he is kind of Shiggy's partner and runs the U.S. side. Shiggy still runs the Japanese side. Shiggy owns the company, but Chico kind of runs this side of it. But Chico's hobby is land speed racing. You see the roadster out here, which when you go inside the blue roadster, we still take that to Bonneville and go. That's only a 180 cubic inch motor. It's like a 230 mile an hour record. We had the record for a short time, but since then this has got a real mold. It's got a small block shift, but it's only 180 cubic inch. It's popped in crank on a blower. coming out of reach for it. You also see the 44 pickup we're building, and that's kind of a project that keeps getting under the back burner. You guys are all welcome to shuffle in there. Shuffle.
That's a chassis you're talking about there?
Yeah, that's what he crashed. Flipped a few times. That chassis in it now is only about 8 years old, and it was built by Jim Nelson, the guy that did the original Dragmaster chassis.
There you go.
Perfect. That works.
There you go.
Like I said, I'll just give you guys a brief walkthrough, then you're welcome to nose around. Just be careful. This corner is kind of where we do the aluminum spinning. So we're still doing this. All the disc and all the, I'll show you on the fuel tanks and stuff, they're made by hand here. We buy our aluminum in a sheet like that, cut it into a circle, and then it's put on this lathe and formed up against a wood chuck, which is basically like a mold of whatever shape we're looking for. We do everything from the moon disc that you see on the wheels that are pretty simple to the these are like oil tanks and fuel tank ends. All those are shaped here, and then back in the corner my guy TIG welds them all together by hand. So we still do.
Is that the original machine?
This is the original machine. All these machines you're going to see, there's two cam grinding lathes that are from the 50s, and up until we had, like I said, I worked with Bill Jinks for a while. He passed away. Man, it's been about 7 years now, but Bill was working those until he passed away, but no one's really taken that art. So now they're just sitting here for display. So
Wow.
we still have we have a lot of castings. We're currently casting about 120 different parts, but I mean we have molds for probably 1,000 parts. If you going back to that bathroom and you see on the roof the old wood molds and stuff, a lot of that stuff has just been kind of outdated now, and there's no call for it, so we don't mold it anymore. We do these castings are all ours. They're our design. They're Moon stuff, but we don't do the foundry work here. We contract a local foundry. They pour the molds. They come over here. We do the machine work, and then we send them out to polish. So we don't pour the molds and we don't polish them here. But they're all, other than that, made. You know, they're made. They're our stuff. So, and that's what's important to the. You know, at the time when Moon was purchased by the guy from Japan, everybody was worried, oh, they're just going to make everything in China. Well, it's more important to him than most companies over here that he makes his stuff here still. He takes a lot of pride in American made and stuff for Shiggy, so he wants to keep things made here.
That whole culture, they love American stuff.
Yeah, they do. And then, yeah.
Have you seen it racing those Dodge vans?
Oh, yeah.
It's like, I mean, it's the weirdest thing ever.
Yeah, they go through weird trends. Yeah, the Dodge vans and the full-size mid-'80s wagons and stuff now, and they're going through different trends. We're selling a lot of bike stuff to Japan. With all the room on the roads, it's a lot easier for them to build Harleys than it is to build hot rods and vets and stuff.
They love everything American.
Yeah, they do.
I was just watching a documentary on blue jeans, like the history of blue jeans.
Whoa.
They pay like $15,000 for a pair of.
That was a big part of when
Yeah.
when Shiggy and Chico first started the partnership, and
Yeah.
Shiggy started the company over in Japan.
Yeah.
Chico was the guy over here just going part store to part store, but buying everything from, like you said, they would fill a truck full of blue, they were full of Levi's.
Yeah.
Just because they could triple the price of
Well, supposedly the big flea market, what is it? Is it Pasadena or something like that?
Yeah.
What's that? They do. I mean, there's no popular jeans.
What that is it's a disc we make for motorcycles, and it's a full disc, and it's got, we call it a starburst. It's got several lines in it, but we have to cut the center out for a motorcycle. So now they're reusing that center, and Chico's making little desk clocks or something out of it. Try to reuse, try to use what we can with the parts we got. All right, like I said, you guys are welcome to look around. There's not much else over in that building. Is now just pretty much our warehousing. And that last garage is where the Cobra was built. I don't think there's a car out there now, but You're welcome to nose around in here. Just kind of be careful. And I guess I'll go up front. If anyone's got any questions, you can hit me up.
Thanks for your time.
No problem.
How many guys you got working?
Right now, there's only, what, 9 employees here.
Including up
Yeah, including up
How many machinists do you have?
just 3.
3?
Well, I mean, and Chico is actually on machines. So, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, we're a pretty, we don't realize how small the company we are. And that's one thing Shiggy's been tempted to, you know, there's a lot of people offering him just to buy the name, like some of the other big brands, and just go make it somewhere else. Yeah. Mooneyes just started, his name is Moon. So it started with a car he sponsored. They started drawing the eyeballs on his name.
Okay.
And then that became like, hey, that's kind of cool. And then a Disney artist actually drew up the logo. It was a Disney artist. And then when Shiggy bought Mooneyes and came back, he also brought Rat Fink kind of out of the rat. Ed Roth was still around, but not really doing much. And Shiggy said, let's promote, you know, your stuff and make you big again. And Ed Roth kind of worked under our umbrella the last 10 years of his life too.
What does this turn?
This set, when this hit a record, it was 221. Now it's 231 or something that we're trying for. But like I said, it's only 181 cubic inch. It's a pot bin front mount blower like that dragster. This motor, if you guys, I don't know where else you're going, but there's an NHRA museum in Pomona, and there's a streamliner there that's Fred Larson's. He was our machinist for years. It's the same color. This car was kind of built as a tribute, but of course the streamliner's a lot smaller. The wheels are hidden. With this exact motor, he set a record in '67 for 306 miles an hour, and it still holds a record for that displacement and stuff. And that's this exact motor has just been reused. This is a cast iron small block Chevy, just de-stroked and sleeved to make only 180 cubic inches. So yeah, it's like a pump motor. But yeah, we're gonna have to, like I said, Bonneville is a game of classes, and you want to alter it a little bit to get in the class where you can, because it's tough right now. The car that looks just like this, but with that Toyota motor, he's got it.
At the very end, before you leave, can we take a group photo?
Yeah,
Is that all right? Oh,
Yeah, I'd like to have a group photo if I can get everybody together.
Yeah.
What time do we have to bail, Michelle? You know?
We have to be out of here by 11. Right?
Yep. When you go into the showroom, just ask someone to register them.
Oh, okay, thank you. Drinking all that water now. Oh, jeez. You got me got me on that saying, is there a restroom here?
So how do you decide when you're done working?